Damn, Bruce.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
How are you? What's your name?
Good, Jeff.
Jeff, nice to meet you, Jeff.
Yeah. I watch you all the time.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So you into bourbon?
I am.
What's your favorite?
Probably Russell's 15, right?
Well, that's a good favorite to have right there.
Yeah.
So you like that turkey profile?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
They've got a new 8 coming out. We were up there a couple of weeks ago. They've got the 8 in the export-only market, and they did the 70th anniversary. Did you get one of those?
I did.
This 8's a little different profile. Try it. I mean, it's obviously not the 15,
Right.
but I think it's more that like fruit-forward kind of turkey Russell's profile.
Okay.
I think you'll like that one. Any bottles you're hunting right now?
I'm getting this this Peerless Double Oak, this rye. First time I'm seeing it here. I got that white corn right there.
He's about to sample me on that. It's pretty good?
Very good bottle.
Okay.
Very good bottle.
If there's any left in there.
It looks like just enough.
The other thing that I got it from him as well was that Augusta Buckner 15. Very good bottle.
Buff turkey is what they're saying.
Oh, that's the buff turkey?
Ooh, let me show you something.
This is what they're talking about, that Buckner's 15. The turkey mash bill distilled at Buffalo Trace.
It's very good.
Those are, I haven't had that one, but all the buff turkeys I've had are fantastic.
That's very
Yeah,
good.
look at that. They put some of them out that were almost.
I need your thoughts on this.
Okay. How many other stores today?
I don't know. I was supposed to be in and out of here in about 15 minutes, and I've been here an hour and a half now. So honestly, with this good a conversation, if I had one more good conversation, that would make a good video. So I'll probably go to 4 more stores. You want to go bourbon hunting with me?
Ooh.
You could pick the stores, as long as they're in this area. Any store you want to go to. I've got a couple that were recommended. We can look at those. I had 3 stores on my list, and then I was just going to fill in with a couple.
Got Good Times on Canton Road.
Good Times is a good store. It's just put out at $70 a bottle. Yeah, like 12-year-old MGP, stuff like that. Man, a really good finished MGP. So you're in the rewards program?
I am. I am.
You do pretty good with that? Get a lot of rare bottles that way?
Yeah, his barrel picks things that his palate. My palate is very similar to his. I've gotten some really good stuff from him. You know, I've been really hunting this, looking for the rye. What I'm about to, the Peerless Double. We just don't have it around here, so.
Just landed.
Yep. So when he gets stuff like that, I got to make sure I can pick it up.
Peerless is good stuff. My only problem with Peerless is it's just randomly priced everywhere I go. And I think it's because they mark it up like it's so expensive that eventually stores just get tired of sitting on it and then they mark it down. I'll go to Peerless and it's $80 in one store and the next store it's $130. It's just always, now those double oaks, you don't usually see those for much below MSRP for sure.
Yeah, now it's like the new.
Old George is a test market for it. They're trying to see at what price it's shelf stable and at what quantity it's shelf stable here in Georgia. So they've been pumping it into Georgia for the last few years. Some new riffs over there. I really like these new riffs, and I've had a lot of new riff picks. The problem with the new riff picks is they're so wildly different. I don't know if I'm getting one that I'm gonna love or one that I'm not gonna like too much.
So I'm not a big fan. I bought the single barrel. It was just okay. I bought the 8-year. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, ooh, do I really want to buy another single barrel?
Dude, there's some of them great, but those are like, for these, I have to try them before I'll buy them because they're so wildly different every time I get one of them.
Right.
And some of them have like that soft orange peel, like fruit forward. I've got one from ADHD, from Matt Porter ADHD whiskey. Fantastic bottle. And then I had a couple, I was like, I don't care anything about these. Right. So it just varies on what you get with them. Horse Soldier, I think, is up in their game. I've had some picks from them lately, like 10-year-old, 8-year-old picks that are really good. Got a Heaven Hill grain to glass right there. I know a lot of folks been looking for the weeder. I did see one back there at that last store as well, but dude, they were backing out. They didn't care who was coming, what was happening. They were ready to get out of this store.
Right. It really was.
So have you been to Bullock's before?
I have not.
Any particular bottle you're looking for, we need to be hunting for?
To be honest, no. Bottles that I'm probably looking for now are mainly the stuff that's not out probably yet. Okay. Which is naturally, it'd be a Unicorn Jack 14, which is an incredible bottle, but it's hard to find. It's not out yet. Looking for that.
So we're looking for unicorns. All right. There you go. This is Von Winkles. Some Stag Junior down there for $1.99. Wasn't a huge fan of this year's Master's Keep. I love those Master's Keeps. This one, not my favorite.
Right.
Midwinter Night's Dram's pretty much everywhere now. They've released a lot of that.
It is.
Have you had this Prisoner?
I have not.
Not real sure about that one.
I'm not either. That's the first time I've actually seen that bottle.
I've seen it a couple of times, but I don't know. At $2.50, I need somebody to tell me it's good. I guess I'm the one that's supposed to tell everybody if it's good,
that's
right?
What it is. That's what they're waiting for you to tell.
Dang, I don't know if that's a good price or not though. Ooh, got some Frey. Uncut. Have you had Frey Ranch?
I have a bottle of it based off of you.
You're a fan? Do you like it?
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad at all.
Did you get the cash strength?
I did.
Okay. That's a little more grain forward, so it's
is.
not for everybody.
That's true. But I did pick it up based off of, I saw you out there, and so I did pick that up.
I don't think I've ever seen that Bibb and Tucker label right there. At least I haven't noticed it. 10 years, is that what that says?
Yeah, it is a 10 year.
Tennessee 10, small batch bourbon whiskey. 10 years old at 96 proof. I wished it was higher proof, but I may have to try that. I haven't had a lot of Bibb and Tucker.
I haven't either.
I wished it was a little higher proof, but I like the specs on it. It's worth a try.
I was going to say, it might not be bad for a 10 year.
Have you gotten into rye whiskey much?
I do have some rye.
Okay. What's your favorites?
I like the Sagamore.
Oh, yeah, they do great ryes.
They do really good ryes. Michter's 10 year rye.
Yeah, that's not fair for anybody.
That's
yeah.
not fair.
It's delicious, but it's not fair.
You know, after watching you probably for several years, my collection has grown to about 130 bottles.
Okay, so you've got a great selection.
I have a decent selection at home now.
Have you had the Bullet 12 rye?
I have not.
All right, I'm gonna buy that one for you. You gotta try that one.
Okay.
It's a rye now,
Right.
but it's a really good one. I see one sitting over there. We're gonna grab it. Anything else here rye-wise? Super interesting. Of course, some High West stuff. Store.
Vintage Bottle Shop.
Okay, it looks like Papa John's Wine and Spirits. All right, why'd you pick this one?
Decent local style. Sometimes they have the allocated stuff behind the counter.
Okay. Usually good prices on their allocations.
Decent prices.
So you pulled some bottles here though.
I have gotten a couple.
All right.
But they every now and then they may have some stuff.
Got some Weller Antiques back there. A few things in the case over there for you.
What can I do for you?
Oh, we just have a YouTube channel where we go do bourbon hunts. So we just happened to be in Marietta, and he said this was a good store. Ran into him at another store, and he said, come to this one. This your store?
No, sir. I'm just a clerk.
Just a clerk? But are you into bourbon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite?
All of them.
All of the, you like them all. There's not a bad bourbon?
Let's
Managed the traffic pretty well.
I think it took me, like, dude, I took all sorts of little back roads. It took me around everything, so I wasn't sure I was going to the right place. So how long you been into bourbon?
Since about 4 years now.
4 years to 150 bottles?
Yeah.
That's pretty meteoric rise, isn't it? Got barrel picks over here, looks like. Got them hidden back there.
Yeah, you can go back there.
All the grained glass sitting back there. Redwood Empire stuff. Wilderness Trails. Some Southern Collective right there. What we got here? Double your Wheaties. Single barrel wheat whiskey right there. We've been getting a lot of wheat whiskeys lately. Have you had a lot of wheat whiskey?
I haven't.
There's going to be a bunch of it on the market. A lot of people are dropping wheats now. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be the next big thing as far as like what consumers buy. As far as what distilleries are releasing, tons of wheat.
So I see that the Penelope wheated is out there, but it hasn't hit here yet.
But it's a wheated bourbon too. Like I'm talking about outright wheat whiskeys. Yeah. I know Old Dominic's got a wheat whiskey. Old Soul's got a wheat whiskey. Frey's got their wheat out. But Heaven Hill's dropping more wheats. They've got the Burnham obviously, but a lot of wheats. So I don't know who distilled this Southern Collective, but it's, dude, you're gonna get accused of going to the strip club if you let that bottle rub off on you there a little bit. Glitter all over the place. Gotta get that off my hand before my wife asks questions. That's it. Heaven Hill, what was that? That's $99 on those grained glasses over there. There's the red one, the wheater everybody's been looking for. So you've had wheated bourbons before though, right? Got a Noble there signed by, what's his face, Mike Rowe. Have you had this whiskey yet?
I have not. I've seen it, but I have not.
Well, this is Mike, like Dirty Jobs.
Okay.
You know, that guy.
Yeah.
It's bottled, but I don't know where they source it from. So if I knew more about it, I'm liable to do it. It is a Tennessee whiskey, so I'm assuming TDG.
You might have a question or two for you.
I have lots of questions. We've got a YouTube channel where we just do bourbon hunts. You mind being on camera?
I mean, I'm fixing to go eat lunch. But,
Fix to go eat lunch, dude. It's like it's dinner time.
dinner, yeah.
Anything particular around here that's like anything local, anything interesting, not necessarily allocated, but anything you think folks should know more about?
I mean, anything from ASW is always good.
Okay.
Got the new one. Was it Big Creek? It's down this way.
Yeah, Big Creek's got some good stuff. So you've got a bottle from them? That's on me. There you go. Also, Bardstown wheated right there. Have you had that one?
I've only tasted it.
Okay. Did you like it?
It wasn't bad.
All right, Big Creek. Is that a single barrel? Or is this their normal release stuff?
It's our standard stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, we like to keep all of our local stuff in this little area right here.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say no to that, right? Like that was crazy. But overall, a good experience, had a great time. Appreciate you going bourbon hunting with me today. We got you a couple of nice bottles you haven't tried.
Absolutely. Much appreciative. Very much so.
I'm glad you were able to go and point me to some more stores. Appreciate y'all watching all the way to the end. We'll see y'all in the next.